Hello everybody, it's me, GhostCritic. Thank you for joining me on New Comic Book Day. I have 9 new comics on my pull list this week, which I'll be showing you very shortly because I've got some other bits and bobs to show you. I'll explain what more are they in just a few minutes. Just a few updates. Sunday just gone, new comic book review video, and for the first time in my lengthy YouTube reviewing comics time, I had 2 pick of the weeks. There were 2 very different books, but I just couldn't pick one of them, so they both got my pick of the week. I hope all those who've already watched that, I hope you've enjoyed it, and for those who haven't, go and check that out. All your loyalty and appreciation and watching my videos, greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, and thank you to all those people that have already wished me a very happy birthday. Yes, it was my birthday this Monday gone. I'm another year older, but I got some really great presents, all comic book related. Thank God. I just thought I'd quickly show those off. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, you will have already seen the pictures. Here they are in real life. I'll just quickly go through these. The very first professionally published book by Jeff Lemire, Lost Dogs. I've read this. It's fantastic. If you've not read this already, you'll be in for a shock because it's very rough. It's very raw, but you can feel the specialness of Jeff Lemire's storytelling in here. He really pulls at the emotional heartstrings. Fantastic book, and I'm glad I've had the chance now to read that. I haven't bought any trades for a long time, and I just basically put them on my Amazon wish list and hope people will buy them for me. So I'm a bit behind on a lot of my trade reading and buying, which is why Southern Bastards, Volume 3, Homecoming. Eager to get back into that. Great stuff from Jason Aaron and Jason Latour. So that's there to go on the pile. Very, very far behind on The Walking Dead, Robert Kirkman's ongoing epic, zombie epic. This is volume 19, A March to War. And it's been so long I can't even remember where we're up to on here, so that's going to be an interesting thing to read and try and remember and catch up. Another book that I haven't picked up for a while, but glad to have had this bought for me. It's John Layman's Chew. This is volume 8, Family Recipes. All fun stuff in there, very silly, but great storytelling. We have got the Ultimate Collection, number 4 of Invincible. I'm working my way through this at the moment, but great stuff from Robert Kirkman, Otley and Crabtree. Just really fun superhero stuff. Kind of in the ilk of Spider-Man, where you've got a young superhero trying to balance college, relationships, family, as well as being the Earth's kind of premier #1 superhero, saving the world over and over again. And I love collecting them in these bigger books. Really fun to read in kind of 1 or 2 sittings, depending on how much time I've got. I bought this, and I guess it was my own fault. I put the wrong link. I was really looking forward to getting into this. It's what number are we up to? I don't even know which volume this is. But it's Rachel Rising. I think it's number 3 or number 4. Unfortunately, I added the link to this from, well, you might be able to tell from the title. It's written in German. It's the German edition. I don't know whether you can see much of that, but yes, it is all in German, so I'm gonna have to ask that person to send it back and hopefully get me an English edition, because I'm not going to learn German just to read this. Finally, I don't normally buy these, but I do like getting them as presents, and those pop vinyls. I got a Doctor Strange, and a Hulk one, which I'd asked for. I'll be putting a picture on Twitter with another one, and just a question going out to people. So if you've not followed me on Twitter, please do. It's GhostCritic, at GhostCritic, and you'll see all comic goodness on there. I kind of go in fits and starts on Twitter. I'll be doing lots and lots, and then I'll be quiet for a long time, but it's all fun. So they were all my presents. Thank you to those people who bought me that, family and friends and partner. Now, quickly, just before we get on to the actual pull list this week, subscribers. 5 new people subscribed to me over the last 7 days. One of them had subscribed to me a couple of weeks before. And just a reminder to people who want to subscribe to my channel, if you have your subscription list set to private, I won't get a notification that you subscribed to me, so I won't know you have, and I won't be able to give you a shout out. But these people did, and they are Timothy Canadian Comic Hunter, Murdoch 90, Rack Shade, Area 51, and Chaos _. Thank you to all those people, and check out my description bar because there'll be a link to Timothy Canadian Comic Hunter's channel. He does a lot of videos showing off hauls and comic books, and that's all the fun of being part of the comic book community. So please go to his channel if you like it, subscribe to it, and don't forget, anybody else out there who hasn't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that red button and I will give you a shout out in next week's video. Right, new books. Let's get on with those. The first book actually came out last week, but my comic book store missed it out on my pull list, and that was Jordi Belair's Redlands, issue number 2. I quite like the first issue. There seems to be some sort of witches thing. It's one of those titles that the first issue kind of threw you right into the action. Not quite sure whether we're going to kind of go back and see the story leading up to this, or they're going to fill it in as we go along in present day. But there was enough there to keep me grabbed on and intrigued to get issue 2, so we'll see how that goes. Really happy to see Descender, and this is the current storyline, Rise of the Robots. We're halfway through. This is issue 3 of 5 of that storyline, but great stuff as usual by Lemire and Nguyen on that gorgeous painted artwork. Great sci-fi book there. Quarterly book that comes out, and it's always fun and a joy to read. It is McLean and Belair's Headlopper. This is the Crimson Tower storyline. We're at issue 3 of this 4-issue storyline, and then I'm sure they'll go away for a while and we'll get another one sometime in the future. But love this, very fun, kind of colourful, cartoony mixture of kind of fantasy and barbarians and strange little creatures, but I love that. From Dark Horse, we're up to issue 18 of Department H by the Kints, Matt and Charlene. Who knows where this book is going anymore? We've had huge giant turtles. These band of kind of unlikely group of scientists are all trying to get to the surface. But there seems to be danger on the surface as well, so they can't or aren't allowed to kind of breach the ocean surface, and it all looks like, well, who knows. I love this book. I do love Matt Kint's style of not only writing but also his art. Great stuff. I just haven't a clue where he's going with this, but I'm having a fun read along the journey that we're going. And from Aftershock, Joe Pruitt's Beck, Block-Eyed Kids, issue number 14. And I'm so close to dropping this. I know of no one else who's getting this, to find out if I'm missing something here, but it just seems to be going nowhere, as the Woods used to, but you'd think I'd learnt my lesson by now, but it's still there. It's still kind of creepy, but I just need things to move, give us more information instead of lots more questions and lots more characters. Two books from Marvel this week. Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 4, which I'm having fun with. It's a bit chaotic. Zdarsky needs to kind of rein the humour in a little bit. I don't mind Spider-Man having his quips and his banter. That's what we love about it. But Zdarsky just doesn't know when to stop and let these characters breathe without having to give out these one-liners panel after panel after panel. We've got the Tinkerer who's just turned up, and the action will surely unfold in this issue. I'm one of the people that actually likes the Cuba artwork in here. So to look at, it's great for me, but Zdarsky just needs to rein it in a little. We have issue 25 of Doctor Strange. Feels a little bit thicker than usual, maybe because it's issue 25 and they like to add more into this, but we've got John Barber writing this, so I don't know if he's just in for this one or he's kind of like the new writer on this book, but we'll see how this story goes. But it's good to see Doctor Strange now away from the Secret Empire tie-in, and we'll see what life has for him in store for the future. Two from DC and Super Sons issue number 8. We're on to the new storyline, Planet of the Capes. We saw at the end of last issue, I think it was like a dimension portal opening in the background, so I'm guessing we're going to see a lot more of what that was all about in this issue. But I've always been a fan favourite of this. It's just fun and vibrant and youthful, and it just doesn't take itself incredibly seriously. But it is Peter Tomasi writing this, and the Jimenez and Sanchez art and colouring is just superb. Love this book. A nice kind of breath of fresh air from all the kind of seriousness that's going on elsewhere. And finally, and I don't know what's going on with this book, I've heard so many things that it's been cancelled, it's only now for so many issues, but issue number 4 of the Allred's Bug, The Adventures of Forager, came out. It's a bit crazy. It's the Allreds doing their kind of mod psychedelia stuff, but using Jack Kirby's Fourth World characters. We'll see what craziness they've got for us in this issue. And that is your lot. That's all my comics this week. Thank you for watching. Look out for that haul video on Friday, and of course there'll be a review video on Sunday about all those books that I've just shown you. Until next time, thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying all your comic books today. Bye bye.